What is happening, y'all? Welcome back. So, our next to do on the list of tasks, I did search up in between episodes about this return to the dead body with Kim. It is glitched. I think it might have something to do with me discovering the body during the day that Kim wasn't here. I don't know. There is a fix where you can mess around with your save file and, you know, make it to where this task is shown as completed. I don't really care to do that though. I'd rather just have this sitting here and know that it's a glitch than potentially fuck up the save. So, um, okay. So, two of our tasks, we gotta wait some time for. I guess what we could do is just walk around and see if any characters have anything new to say. We could also go check out the Hardy Boys, see if we're able to convince them yet. I don't think we were able to last time, but talk to this dude. Yeah, no, not gonna poke the bear.
Looking for something?
Got a smoke? Oh, I don't need a smoke. We should buy some health stuff from here. The yellow roses in the window, those aren't the flowers that were left for Kalazi. I forgot how to say her name.
Is this about the questions again?
I don't know. I just want to buy...
I'm obliged to inform you that...
Which one is the health products?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with
right here.
various medicine bottles.
I'll just get one of these.
Here, I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Yeah, we're all good. I don't think we could pass time. I'm pretty sure we're only able to do that without Kim because we're not able to sit on the bench.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers.
Any new shit we could do in the car?
A pull-out toolbox and the soft glow of
Uh,
in the cabin. You see
doesn't look like it. Let's go see if Renee and Gaston have anything new for us.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' militia on this fine day?
You mentioned Jean-Marie Boulot. Who is that?
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
his tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter.
So you both know her?
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her
Oh.
from me.
Maybe I shouldn't involve myself in this conflict. I mean, the fact that they're still here hanging out each day, they definitely have some form of connection still. They don't just hate each other. Maybe they stay together. The reason why they keep their relationship is fueled by hate. I don't know. Easy, fellows. No need for this to get ugly.
Oh, officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the 3 of us were just learning to walk and talk.
You stole her from me.
Rene repeats, trying to steady his breathing and still clutching his chest.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. You... No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company. Officer.
What happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage, peaceful. Renee and I were both by her bedside when she...
Died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back, will it?
departed. Until the very hand she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
A quick grimace of pain passes over Rene's features, but he immediately regains control. His face now a dispassionate mask again.
It's interesting to see that kind of dilemma in a more serious tone, because that's the type of thing you'll see, like, I think The Kissing Booth, right? That movie is basically the similar premise to what we're hearing from these two, where, you know, they grow up with this like friend group of them two and the girl, and they end up, you know, fighting over them. But usually, like, you only see that type of story in like corny, or at least I've seen it in just like cheesy romance fucking movies and shit. But to see it tackled in a more serious matter, like, it's pretty interesting. Why do you think she was indecisive?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
That's a bit odd.
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
Yeah, I think them going at each other's throats is not really the right option here. I feel like the girl was kind of the problem if she just kept bouncing between the two.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Obviously, we don't know the full story, but if she was the indecisive one, and if she was the one that kept leaving one to go with another, then I don't think they were the problem.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
I want to ask you about the Union again.
Sure, officer.
Never mind.
No, thank...
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
I understand Jean-Marie or Jenny. Is it Jenny Marie? I understand Jenny Marie meant a lot to you.
There's nothing for you to understand here. It is not her death you are investigating.
Alright, well, I guess he doesn't really want us to prod too much. Alright, let's back up to a less sensitive subject, okay?
His face is motionless, like a marble mock.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna really get us anywhere. Hey. Well, I guess we could go talk to Joyce. We haven't spoke with her in a while, ever since we spoke with Everard, so she might have some new stuff for us. We really just gotta buy time until 9 p.m., which is a while.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge, by the way.
By love, you did.
She is memorizing your badge number.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Can you tell me about these tattoos? Oh no, we already did that one. By the way, I've talked to Everard Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose sides.
He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I didn't. Simple as that.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
I mean, I'm sure Wild Pines has its fair share of corruption as well, so neither side is innocent in this.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing...
However, I don't care what we said, but if you want to tell me.
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Yeah, we don't have to share. I feel like we shouldn't really share. I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything
Hey. We could look around on like roofs, see if we could find a good place to put that antenna. Can we do anything with this wall yet, or is this still just
Just an ordinary.
it's still
wall.
just 3%?
Nothing to see here.
I wonder if certain things are just like I wonder if the playthrough if I'll just never find out what's behind that wall, just because I'll never get enough conceptualization to do it.
Give me a moment.
Let's see if I can get on the ooh, wait. Let's go over here. Cause wasn't there a maybe it might have been through here. There's a way that we got up on the roof. Oh yeah, there's a hatch up there. Okay. Let's go and see if we can put the antenna on top of that. So I'm assuming when it tells you look for a good spot for the antenna, it's gonna be in a high place. Does it specify if it has to be in Martinez or which one is it? Things down here are a mess. Someone really ought to do something about it. First though, you and some other moralists should probably form a committee to decide whose job it is. Suitable location for a giant antenna. Well then, is it just gonna like complete the task whenever I come across a location, or do I have to go speak with someone and tell them where it is, or where we should put it? Oh no, I don't want to go in there. I want to go over here. The highest possible point, would it be like up here, maybe? Oh, this is so like hard to fucking. Okay, I'm just gonna use my mouse and click up there. It is so annoying to navigate through some of the areas in this with a controller. I mean, look, this is a big ass empty spot. No way this is a suitable place. This is a high up, big empty fucking platform that we could just put up here. I guess not, though. Who are we talking to get this whole thing set up?
Yes?
No. Fuck, man. This is like the one downside that I've really found with this game is that there's just some periods where I have no clear direction. Like I have tasks that I could go do, but it's not like oh yeah, go talk to this guy, go talk to this guy. It's like, you gotta fucking wait, or you gotta just find a random place somewhere to go do this. I'm gonna go talk to, this lady up here, see if she has anything more to say.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Yeah?
What are you doing here in the whirling and rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
The bills downstairs concur.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been. Yeah, you're not fucking, you're not experienced like me. You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been.
I'm really not.
That window is new.
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
All right. Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, change the subject to something more light?
Jeez, there's like, what do I do, man? That's the main problem I'm having, is what the fuck do I do? This has been just a episode chock full of not knowing where to fucking go. Which I could kind of get is like the point of the game, like, or a detective, it's there's gonna be portions where you gotta.
Yes? What is it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
Huh, that was. Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit.
Okay,
I
asshole.
haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture.
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse. And I really liked it.
She actually did.
Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
You look cute together.
And you look like you don't bathe, on principle.
Guy's just an asshole, dude.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Ooh. No, we're gonna. Hey, we all know the infamous. Anyone watching this series, the infamous 83% fail. That pissed me off so bad. We will be putting on any clothes that give us a bonus to that. Esprit. Yeah, right here. Put this on. I'll do this one. Yeah, we're good. That should give us a little bit more of a boost. 92%. Come on, dude. If this doesn't hit, I don't even want to say what's gonna happen.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st, right? That's the precinct we're from? 69? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 41st.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
I didn't even read it out loud. Oh, the hypothetical 4-1 Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. Who the fuck is this guy, dude? Uh, so what would our relationship be in this alternate universe? Do you have a crime to solve? Yeah, I'm interested. Why the hell are you here? Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no, no, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Guy bullshitting me?
This isn't helping.
Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
Yeah, this guy's just fucking.
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is this far out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him? Or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something.
So who the fuck?
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
Guess it was kind of weird, yeah.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask. It's impossible. I don't want to waste my time.
Of course, yes. It's preposterous.
Or can we still ask him though?
Again? I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind.
See, but like, who the fuck are these guys then? They just randomly showed up on like day 3, and they just been talking shit, and they just like they don't have anything to do with the fucking storylines. So, like, so confused.
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there behind the glass. Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does the light come in from this window.
It's you again. What is it?
Like, yeah, this I'm just cooked on that. Yeah. I mean, what if I try to? What if I try to boost myself? Even if I boosted myself fully into rhetoric, I don't think I would even get close to what I would need to actually pass that well. I don't even have many clothes that give us plus rhetoric, so I don't think it's even. I don't think we got a chance, man. You could put 2 skill points into that thing. Is it worth it though? I don't think that's gonna end up being worth it because
It's
still,
you again.
it'll still just be under like 50%, where it's just not gonna hit. Yeah, 8% boosted from that clothing item. Um, fuck. Like I'm just like confused on like what I'm expected to be doing at this point. Like, we already had parts like this in the game before, but that was still like near the beginning when we could go find new people to talk to. And it's shitty because I just came off of like unlocking that new area, the fishing village and the church and all that. And there's so much to do. Now it's like, what the fuck? It feels like I'm just stuck here waiting for time to pass. Does this guy have anything new to say? Am I like, dude, what am I?
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
I don't know. Maybe you know, I need to spice up this episode a little bit in the last like 10 minutes. I'm gonna take a second. Now I'm gonna cut it out of the video. I'm gonna search up if I'm supposed to be doing like if there's anyone else in this. I'm gonna search up if there's anyone else playing this game that was in the same situation as me, where they just kind of feel like there's nothing that they could go do. So I'll be back in a minute. We only got realistically about like 5-10 minutes before the end of the episode, so I guess we could just check the map, see. Okay, horseback monument. Let's just see the tasks, the white checks that we weren't able to do before that we might be able to do now. So these medium ones. The damage ledger. That's one in my inventory, right? In my items. Empty cassette case. Oh,
It's
here.
the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeable.
Okay, let's
It's barely.
I'm just very fucking. I'm putting anything that gives me logic on. Yeah, that should be good. Then we go to the ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage. Yes, at last. You find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB 41, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120117000, the next world mural.
Wait, HDB 41? Weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB, that's Harry Dubois.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files.
Okay, we already know my name, so.
Aria Dubois, HDB.
And then I give up on Raphael.
That's comforting to hear. Now, detective, it takes half an hour to piece one of these together, if you still want to. Here are your options.
Takes half an hour to piece one of the. Okay, so if let's try this one, the unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in general, know it's unsolvable.
So are these my previous cases I worked on?
You were so drunk, you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
That was not what I was expecting the case to be based off of his name. Can we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is.
I mean, I don't really know much about like law at all or anything like that, but I assume you probably couldn't put them on house arrest. I would think you need some form of. I don't think you could put someone on house arrest for shit that they were doing. I don't know if you actually can or not, but I would believe I would guess you couldn't.
Can you keep yourself off the streets? Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH, had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Yeah, Leslie was the one that flashed her genitals.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be fair, you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke.
Jesus. We are always fucked up. I mean, obviously, like, the events within the game isn't the first, case of Harry being a fucking alcoholic, right?
Kill them. They broke it.
Jesus, Half-Light.
He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
I was not expecting that to be what the unsolvable case was. Yeah, sure. We could go through these all, honestly. We got time. The next world mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. Two silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
So the mural was wreak havoc on the middle class. True love is possible only in the next world for new people. Too late for us. I mean, just with the wording of this last sentence here, although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling, given the choice between the two options, the reason it's saying although makes me think that they chose to keep it rather than remove it. I'm gonna go with that one.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. Middle class are not to be blamed as human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger?
Okay.
What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
The square bullet hole murders.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But
that's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
a sequence killer.
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day.
A couch in an unexpected location.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
They actually look like assholes.
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, Coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch these guys?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
Makes sense. Murder at the hookah parlor.
Murder. Tum tum tum. At the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Wait, how?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner JM, only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
Jesus, imagine how fucking scary that would be if the previous officer that got put on the case that you're about to go on was murdered.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve, was doing it solo, said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister, was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
Wait, was Joseph Mills a good cop?
No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about.
Seemed like the case fucking cracked him.
Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
Can you get high off of it? Really cool.
Yeah, really lame. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be? Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, really sharp edge.
He sucked hookah, stood up, passed out, hit his head on the table, and died?
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
And what was he doing there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed, piecing it together. Next. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clip. It takes about half an hour to... Not much is arson. Petty you don't exactly close them. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside, you see it's slightly, ever so slightly. Your hand shakes.
Yeah, that was a decent way to burn time. So I guess next episode we'll pick off doing the same thing, just going through these white checks, seeing which ones we could do now that we couldn't do previously. But I hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.